Hello and welcome back, pioneers, awakened souls, aware wolves, divergence, and glitches, to another episode of the Daily Candle Close News. Another beautiful day, pioneers. The midsummer, the summer solstice, and lately it's been beautiful day after beautiful day. We've had butterflies floating around, birds singing, the cat in the room somewhere saying, "What's up?" And did you hear that, pioneers? I'm back. There's no place I'd rather be than in the Matrix, plugged in, tuned in with you all, my pioneers. The sun's been shining so bright and beautiful today. A little bit of rain, it's okay, but I hope you've been taking care of yourself. Do you ever wake up wondering what everyone else thinks of you to the point where you can't do anything without someone else hanging over your shoulder like, "Don't do that. Hey, do this. Don't do that." And I know there are some people out there that are always worrying what others think. They can't go to sleep, tossing and turning. Is that you, pioneers? Can't even get dressed right now today because I don't like that. You gotta go and change it. Are you somebody that goes and changes that? We got a whole lot to talk about, pioneers. People's opinions are your prison. Can I get a hello? People's opinions are your prison. Even my categories. How to stop letting what people think of you control your life. Become your greatest version. Coach Abe said, how to stop letting what other people think of you control your life. Somebody sent me a message over the last week and they said, "Coach, I love your videos, but please help a man out. I'm always worried about what other people think of me." Why? That's really gotta be affecting your self-esteem. There's been a woman that's wrote to me lately and she said, "Coach, I never feel good enough in other people's eyes." Oh, it's like what anyone has to say, I always think with my heart, and it's affecting my peace of mind. Can you help, Coach? Yes. Of course I can help you, pioneers. We got a whole lot to go over. But first, let's breathe. Let's go. Breathe out all the worries. Hakuna Matata, that was wholesome. Getting high out here off life. In the Matrix, plugged in like Neo. Breathing in that prana, that pneuma, that merkaba, that life force, that energy. Raising the frequency and raising the vibration. Take that and take that. Can you feel me now? Back at it again. I'm back. Sending you peace, love, and abundance. Coach A back at it again. Pioneers, we are out here plugged into nature with the summer solstice today because there's a great connection. Because Mother Nature, Gaia, today, that was the place to be. I hope you were taking care of yourself today during midsummer. And if you're watching this video, this is your confirmation that may the summer solstice bring you love and abundance. And maybe other people's opinions of you will have no bearing of you and your life. May you always remind yourself today and moving forward that you are good enough, you have enough, and you do enough. If you are ready to accept that right now, today, say thank you. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Get this out to more high conscious vibrational beings. If you support the real, the truth. Let's go, pioneers. People's opinions are your prison. No. People's opinions don't matter. Not here, not in this house. People's opinions will not be my prison. People's opinions will not be my prison for those in the back that are still asleep. How to stop letting what other people think of your life have meaning over your life, control over your life. It's time for that to stop. There are so many people out there today who are always deeply affected by what other people have to say, think of them. I've been there. But I don't care. Whatever, I do what I want. Do a little something and dance. I wear what I want. I'm here to do what I want. I'm not here to entertain anybody. I'm here to entertain myself. I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm here to impress myself. What you think of me, that's cool. I don't care. Because what matters is what I really think of myself. Slow motion for me. Can I get a hello? Do a little something and dance on this beautiful day, this summer solstice. Can I get a hello? We ain't even had breakfast yet, pioneers. Still deep diving. Took a little meditative nap and had to come out and do a Solstice video. This is another message I wanted to share, this psychological message. People's opinions can be your prison, but how to stop letting it control your life. Why do we hand over our control to other people? We hand them so much power, our gas, our Merkaba, our prana, our energy. Why? TikTok, SWAT videos, sporting events, Andrew Tate, this Titanic nonsense. First and foremost, stop externalizing your value, your energy. When we care what other people think, where it affects our mental health, then we're losing. We're externalizing our value, our energy, our currency. We're putting our mind and our power in someone else's hands. We're letting them turn us from lead into gold for themselves instead of turning lead into gold for ourselves. Can I get a hello? All the things we talk about, and you must pay attention every single day. Look in the mirror and say, I am enough, I do enough, and I have enough. Start validating your own existence. Because some people live, but not everybody lives. Most people are just existing. And there's a big difference. Do you know how many people are miserable, unhappy, depressed because they are caring what other people think of them? Let me tell you this, pioneers, I stopped that. Yeah, there are times where I get disrespected, etc., and I go off. But I start to remember what other people think of me is none of my business. That's a whole weight lifted off my shoulders. Now I can continue to carry the world like everybody else. What people think about me is none of my business. I don't want to know. Yeah, they're rude and they say it out loud sometimes, but you know why? Because they don't have the perception of themselves. But the perception of ourselves is always greater than the perception of what somebody else has of us. Can I get a hello? Never allow them to measure your success with their ruler and stick. Because people will change like the weather. Ain't nothing changed but me, but the address on the mail. You hear me? I wake up on the right side of the bed every single day. So whether or not they do, it's not personal when it comes to what other people think of me. Not everybody likes pineapples like me. They just don't like it. Okay, but I mind my business. I'm a lot happier that way. And I remind myself there are no statues of limitations for me or anyone else. It's so easy to pick apart at someone, to judge someone, to wake up and judge somebody. Slow motion for me. Let's get out of that negativity and that root chakra. It's so easy to tear somebody's empire down, but it's a lot harder to reach out a hand while you help build their empire up while you're building your own. Don't worry about what other people think of you, because guess what, pioneers? I'm not thinking about them. I'm just thinking about my son and cat, my family. What you think about me, I don't care, because I'm not thinking about you. This is what you got to say. And now you can get out of that prison of other people's opinions of you. And this is how you stop letting it affect your outcome, your life. This is how you stop letting what other people think control your life. But you can't live it because you're always worried about what other people think. How much do you love yourself, pioneers? Are you putting in the work day in and day out like Coach Abe here at the Daily Candle Close News? Self-love. That is the moment you stop caring about what other people think of you. What? Slow motion for me. I said, it's starting to feel like that old Coach Abe again, back at it again. I'm back. Self-love is the moment you stop caring about what other people think of you. Why do we care about people who aren't even in our lives, day in and day out? They're just extras. Why do we care so much about the opinions of people who we don't even know, who are total strangers? Why are we giving them that much power? Why? Kind of makes you wonder now, don't it? We gotta stop it. We gotta raise up, raise the frequency, raise the vibration, because it's oftentimes where people outside of our life are telling us how to live our life. What? Coach hitting on the truth. Most times it's people who we've never really known, never really met, telling us what to do with our life. Who are these people? Teachers? News? bosses, etc. It's natural to care what other people think, but care about the people who care about you. Can I get a hello? Care about the people who care about you. Care about the people who care about you. My cat, my son in the room, my family that reaches out and checks on me. Sometimes people are actually genuinely looking out for you. Like Coach Abe here on the Daily Candle Close News. People have told me, hey Coach Abe, I know you messed up, but I don't think you should have said that. I don't think you should have done that. You know, that was my brother, my best friend that I was listening to at the time because they were looking out for me. So sometimes we can care what other people think if they have our interest at heart. If they are coming from a heart-brain coherence with transparency, kindness, love, and abundance. They wish the best for us. We gotta listen to what they say because they could be helping us build our empires, saving us from a whole lot of trouble. But then there are people who just say things and are judgmental, and it gets on your nerves and it's disrespectful. But you gotta remind yourself to stop allowing people who do so little for you to stop taking so much space in your mind, in your life. Stop allowing people that do so little for you control your life. Why are you allowing them to live rent-free in your life, in your mind, governing what you do? Get these people out of there. That's mind control. I say this every single day. I am letting go of all the worries that Kuna Matata. No, the people no longer serving me. If it's a distraction and they're helping me evolve, get the fuck away from me. I'm only making room for the people that are helping me evolve, because people's opinions are your prison. How to stop letting what people think of you, their opinions of you, control your life. Your opinions ain't paying my bills. Your opinions are not paying my bills. Okay? It's not taking care of my son, my cat, my extended family. Okay? I don't care what you think of me. You gotta tell them that. Stand up. Stand up for yourself. Is what you think of me actually gonna help me become my greatest version? I don't know. Because if you ain't helping me with a solution, I don't want to have to delete you. I don't want to hear what you have to say if it's not important. If you're not helping me evolve, it's a distraction. You gotta go. Get the fuck away from me. Ain't nobody got time for that. Gave my watches away. Time is a man-made construct anyway. How to stop letting what people think of you control your life. I'm so comfortable in my own skin. You know why? Because Ganothi Seaton. What is that, Coach? Ganothi Seaton? You don't know? You didn't know? In ancient Greece, the temple of Apollo, Delphi, on every temple, even ancient Egypt, it said Ganothi Seaton. Know thyself. Know thyself. Ganothi Seaton. And you will come to know the secrets of the universe. I know who I am. I'm a multi-dimensional being having a human experience, doing a little something, raising the frequency, raising the vibration, sending you peace, love, and abundance. You can't tell me nothing. No. But my cat in the room somewhere, my son downstairs can, my family can. Pioneers, know thyself, be sure of thyself, be confident. Confidence is like a muscle. You gotta work it, you gotta train it. It doesn't happen overnight, it grows over time. Own your existence. I can see who I am. I can see who I am is good enough. I accept myself authentically because I am my true authentic self every single day, day in and day out. That's what's helping me build the #1 crypto community, mindset, manifestation community in the world. Helping me gonna manifest a YouTube Gold Award. My weirdness is gonna be my uniqueness. And this is gonna be my greatest superpower. Can I get a hello, pioneers? My uniqueness is my greatness. Because my weirdness is my uniqueness. And I'm not afraid to show it. Don't you see that people who are different are the ones who are actually making a difference? People are going to have a whole lot to say about people who are doing something with they self, they life, who are feeling good about it. Oh yeah. We don't talk about people who are doing nothing. We talk about people who are doing something, who are manifesting big, going places, the movers and the shakers, the go-getters, the hustlers. We got a lot to say about them because they're worth talking about. It's a compliment. Remember that, pioneers. Keep thinking about me. Keep talking about me. You're only going to make me stronger, better, greater, wiser, more powerful. I'm going to take your energy and send it back with love. I'm not thinking about anybody I don't care about. I'm not thinking about anybody I don't care about. So remind yourself, let people think whatever they want of you. Usually, they are wrong. You know how many people just assume about you and makes an ass out of you and me? And they're like, oh, I thought you was like this, but now you're like that. And, well, you were wrong. Apologize. Can I get a hello? Quick drink of water. People's opinions are your prison. How to stop letting it control your life, your outcome. Have a thick skin. Once again, one of the 4 main agreements, it's never personal. Remind yourself what people think of you. It's not about you. It's about them, what they're going through, how they see the world, their perception. It's okay. They're battling with the ego and the inner demon. And that's okay. But you know why? It's none of my business. So I'm going to keep vibrating over here and sending love and abundance. It takes a lot of mental energy to think about somebody anyway. So why are you thinking about somebody who's thinking about you? Kind of don't make no sense, does it? You're kind of doing their work. Let them think. Let them waste time. You got things to create and build. Your empire. Your legacy. You don't want to let another day, another second, another minute go while you're wasting your time thinking about somebody thinking about you. It don't even make sense. How to stop letting what people think of you control your life, your outcome. Every single day, remind yourself you are greater. With great power comes great responsibility. A lot of people out there are hurting in the matrix, and hurt people. They say things they don't actually mean. They just want to hurt. They just want your attention. They just want your prana, your energy. When I first started making video 3 years ago, people were coming to me saying, don't do this, don't do that. Mark your videos like this, do that. But those same people are coming back now, 3 years later. Coach, I love your videos. They're so inspiring. You used to be a hater though, but now you've turned into one of my greatest fans, because that's how it works. I didn't change for them. I changed for myself. I didn't come to play the game, I came to change it. I stuck with what I was doing, and that's how they've come to respect it. Respect Coach. Respect my work. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to impress you. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to impress myself, though. I'm here to be who I am authentically. Be yourself, pioneers. People's opinions of you don't matter. They trap you from tapping into your currency. They keep you in a prison. How to stop letting what they think control your life. I say this, pioneers, your opinions of me won't break me. Sticks and stones. Your opinions of me didn't make me. Okay? So what a lot of people have to say about me, I don't care. They weren't helping me build this thing up 33 years in the making. So what they have to say ain't important. Listen to people who are there to help you, guide you, who are there to be with you through the end, who have been with you since the beginning, growing your business, growing your brand. Here at the Daily Candle Close News, being your greatest version. These are the people we listen to, not the Captain Obviouses. You know what I'm saying? The people who are just going to be there when we make it, when we finally hit that meal ticket. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm not going to listen to you if you weren't there for me. When you weren't there to help me build my empire. I'm not going to listen to you when you weren't there to help guide me, to help focus, to help grind with me in the overtime. Okay? When you're not even living that life yourself, putting in the work day in and day out like Coach Abe and his pioneers here at the Daily Candle Close News, I only listen to my equals, my pioneers who are doing things like me, because I know what this takes. This is what you have to say to yourself. There are people who are just watching TikTok swap videos and sporting events, criticizing people. It's so easy to do, but can you lift these people up? No, you don't want to do that though, do you? You want to tear people down. You don't want to lift them up. All because you're hurting people. Hurt people, hurt people. Stop caring what other people think. Most people don't even know what they're chatting about. Most people don't even know what they're talking about. Can I get a hello? Most people are existing because they ain't never lived a day in their life. You have to know where you're going and don't allow people to distract you from your path. I told you, if you get to that fork in the road, create your own path and leave a fucking trail. People are going to say things, whisper in your ear, don't do that, don't do this, don't wear that. You know why they say that? Because they're afraid of your greatness. They can see you are a diamond in the rough and you came here to shine. And that's why you're like Cinderella in the out here in the world. But you're living amongst jealous stepsisters. And they don't want the prince to see you. You gotta remind yourself to shine even brighter, like the sun on the summer solstice today. Shine so bright, pioneers. Make sure you validate your existence. Make sure You stop externalizing your power and you start internalizing your power. When you start internalizing your power, ooh, you'll be powerful. It's going to be so easy to know who has your best interest at hand when you do that. You can listen to your mom, your sister, Coach Abe here at the Day of the Candle Close News versus the news and the people just talking because they don't know you. It's the people who know you and the least who have the most to say. Remember that. It's the people who know you the least that have the most to say. And that is so important. That's the message for today. I want everybody to hit that like button, that share button. If you support the real, the truth. If you're out here to vibe. Because we out here to dive deep once again. Coach A back at it again at the Daily Candle Close News. And that's why I'm saying today was a great day to be alive. Can I get a hello? Today was so powerful. It was the summer solstice, the midsummer. And I'm going to share with the decode and the code why today is so powerful and why we're finally getting back above $30,000 for Bitcoin as we transition into the third week of June. And we know we just transitioned out of Gemini into Cancer, the zodiac sign. Very important time period that I've talked about with Awakened Soul and in some of my latest artwork before I took a small couple, almost 2-week break, you guys. I did not have to come out over the last couple weeks and speak about a 33K Bitcoin because, again, I was able to see it right here in the Ajna chakra, the third eye chakra, 4 weeks ago. So we'll share with you why today is very important in the code, getting to that. So today being a transition into the 21st and the 22nd of every month. We know this transition from Tuesday, Martes, the day of Mars, into today, Wednesday, Miércoles, the day of Mercury, also known as the Daily Candle Close News here, the day of commerce, the day of finance, you guys. So very important. I've shared before in some of my work how I believe it's usually Wednesday, midweek, hump day, that we tend to get a directional change and indication on where the weekly will close. So very important when you're viewing this with a multiple day weekly outlook, when you zoom out, when you're in doubt. So yesterday, coming out of a day that added up to 69, we know Bitcoin hit, a $69,000 top in 2021. So very important. But anyways, yesterday added up to 69. 6 plus 20 plus 20 plus 23 gives us 69. Okay, cool. That 33. Okay, very important. We'll bring these numbers up in just a moment. But transitioning into today, which was the transition into Cancer, the 6 and the 9, you guys. So very important. Okay, all tying us into our favorite pal, Saturn, Father Time, Kronos, Odin, okay, the god of all gods, the first god, the first son, the god of 1,000 names. Okay, so very important, giving us that same 69, something we shared for 3 years. Very interesting, very cool. But today, when we look at this day and we look at it closely, I was seeing that today added up to 70, very important, coming out of the 7-year sabbatical cycle last year, the Shemitah, all very esoteric, monetarily wise. But adding it to the end of Rosh Hashanah, or the start of Rosh Hashanah this year, it's about 86 days. So very important. We know that's tying us into, again, Mercury today, giving us that same 86. So it's not surprising to me that we're getting this volatile price action on the 21st, leading into the 22nd, where we tend to see something I've shared with you for 3 years, a microstructure reset, recycle, a change in the market. Okay, so reset, recycle, change, all giving us the same 22. So something that I've shared just to watch monthly recycle in the markets, whether it's an upside push or a downside push, we tend to get volatile price action around the 21st and the 22nd. So not surprising. But lately, we are coming out of what we know is also the new moon right here around the 18th. Okay, so the 17th and transitioning into the 18th was our new moon, where we tend to get a microstructure reset as well around the 21st, 22nd, the new moon, and obviously more important, this is the summer solstice, something I spoke about weeks ago with Awakened Soul in our last video we did 2 weeks ago before I took my quick break, etc. I was paying attention to the summer solstice, the third week of June. If we were going to see 33K, we would need to do it by the third week of June, by the transition into Cancer is what I was seeing. So very important. We'll continue to break this down with the code deeply. But this energy, bullish energy around the new moon, not surprising, you guys. So just getting this as we transition into, well, Tammuz in the Hebrew culture, that 94, that 22, that 68, that 32, that 26 we're getting. Bitcoin came from 26K to this 30K range. So not surprising since we transitioned into the month of Tammuz on the Hebrew calendar, right as we transitioned into Cancer, you guys. So giving us that same 26, that 26K we are coming from to this 30K range. That 19 we are getting in Cancer, the same 19 we got in Gemini, which gave us that 33 that I was seeing, a potential 33K by the end of Gemini, which was the 21st today, you guys. So we were at 30K on the third week. So there's our 33. Do we hit 33 leading into tomorrow? Over, the next 2 days before the Friday market close. So who knows? But this is a very important time period right now. Again, it is the solstice today, and we are at 30K. Boom, you guys. It's right there in the code, all in our face. Okay, summer solstice. It is midsummer. But summer solstice giving us that 191, that 187. We need to pay attention to that. Murder. Could we roll over from this 30K, making it a double top period, setting basically a double top or a high and a lower high. Until we start to set a higher high, which we'll talk about, then we gotta pay attention to a possible rollover right here. But the summer solstice giving us that 191, which is the 43rd prime number. 43 is the 14th prime number. Bitcoin's 14 years old. But this 43 is not surprising, you guys, because today marks midsummer. Giving us that same 43, that 33. On Wednesday, Mercury, miércoles. Okay? Alright, and I'll bring that up. Why that's so important is Mercury is the 2 3s. Okay? The 33, or commerce. The day of commerce is what I call it. 33. And, well, we see commerce, Bitcoin, up in an uptrend today on midsummer. Not surprising, you guys. Undeniable. Why it's so important to use the code. There is news around, well, the Titanic right now as we transition into Cancer. Okay? News around the Titanic right now. That 31 in Titanic, that 19 we got in Gemini and Cancer. Okay, anybody that does not understand and has done their research on the Federal Reserve and read the book, The Creature of Jekyll Island, or done their research on the gentleman John Jacob Astor, who died on the Titanic, who, well, after his death, lo and behold, the Federal Reserve was created. It was this gentleman solely, with the help of others, who was keeping the Federal Reserve from being created in the first place until his anonymous death on the Titanic in, well, 1915 or 1912. So very important. Just go and do your own due diligence and research. We're getting news around the Titanic today and, the last few days around this transition into Cancer. Okay, we're getting this news. Why? Well, 31 in Titanic. Titanic has always been tied to monetary change and finance. Go and do your due diligence from the Fed. Creation, moving forward. 31, okay? Who is out here to control? 31. Our finances. is what they tell us. And people just agree with it because they've never been elected to be a leader of anything. They were a private division. They're not any entity of any government. But anyway, I'll behave. Astrology, same 31, which is what they follow. And then they program the markets. That 31, that 111, the 3 ones, okay? New York is where the markets are based out of. Same 1111 or 111, that 33, and maybe this is why we're seeing news around this gentleman right now, that same 111, all tied to the 111-year anniversary of the Titanic right now. I mean, this is all coded, you guys. 31, okay, that same 22, all right, undeniable, irrefutable, okay. So as we get ready to watch this news, whatever happens, again, John Jacob Astor died. I don't know if they're going to find this thing. So I just wanted to tie this gentleman in here because I think it's got a lot to do with cryptocurrency and the false scripted reality we live in. John Jacob Astor giving us that same 151, which we know is the 36 prime number. Bitcoin equals 36. Cryptocurrency equals 52. False scripted reality 227. That's 49 we get in John Jacob Astor. Same 49 we get in Judaism. Okay, same ones who help run the monetary show. Okay, this is so very important. Just a lot of things that I'm seeing right now in the code as to why we are seeing, again, the news around the Titanic. This gentleman Tate character. 30K Bitcoin on the day of the solstice. Just something, again, I saw 4 weeks ago with the code. 30K on the day of the solstice. Around the 21st, 22nd. Microstructure reset, recycle in the charts. So again, very powerful, very important. Most importantly was the connections right here, just to today being Mercury, or also known as Hermes today, Wednesday, gives us this 68 change, reset, recycle, tying us in there. We know it's tying us into the market today. That same 68, that 94, we're getting stock, and it's all money, or moneta. So all where we get the money from, word money. So we came from 26K as well, possibly going to 31. Just all very important. Something I'm seeing. Pretty crazy. So again, I want to thank everybody for watching the Daily Candle Close News, where we tend to try and come out here and talk about everything crypto almost daily, weekly, and we're going to jump straight into this. Today in crypto, just boom, banging, you guys, all through the summer solstice, midsummer, and I met her in the summer. So last hope for Bitcoin was holding this 322 and then breaking the 223, or holding this 223 and then breaking the 322. Major upside. 27,200, we knew that was the roof once we lost it as support. We came back and touched this range of support, and boom, blast off, bear trap. Bears are punished right here. Okay, everybody in the short liquidated. Okay, so now we've got Bitcoin breaking out. RSI way overheld, overbought. Okay, so pay attention to this. This is a 2-hour time frame. So something we talked about for weeks was paying attention to this regression trend that was just trending lower all the way until, well, June 15th, and then finally we just broke out. So basically a descending wedge, something we've talked about right here. And then we finally get this 68% chance of a breakout. Now, if this high does not put in a higher high than this high, then we're possibly going to come back down to support, you guys. And then we could start forming a larger falling wedge or something. Who knows? But we definitely want to hold 27,200. This is our new support range. came back and retested this cluster local top as support, and boom. So now we need a higher high. Okay, we need something different, and what this does is shows us that the traders in this market are willing to pay more right now than they did last time. Okay, and that's going to show bullishness. So if we get a higher high, we need to understand the psychology of these price moves and these patterns. So awesome. Oh, where are we going to go from here? Just paying attention. This is the 8-hour time frame. So if we continue to get this breakout and this higher high, then we're going to potentially right here 34k on the 702, you guys. Something we talked about. So who knows? We knew that since we got this breakout, we were coming right back here. But now we got to put in a higher high, like I'm saying. If we can break above this 618, that's going to be bullish. 31,400 pi 3.14. We've talked about this, you guys. So what that's going to do is it's going to put in a higher high, and then we're going to come in and put in a higher low, and then we'll go and put in a higher high, and then we'll know we've got an uptrend, you guys. Okay, we'll continue the rally. Okay, possibly to 43k. Midsummer equals 43. Today we're getting the top of the market so far, possibly leading to 43k. It's something I've talked about for over a month, possibly 2-3 months now. So remember that this possible 888. Today is the midsummer solstice. Again, the sun creates an 8 every year. Who knows? I'm just throwing this out there, you guys. Exoterically, 43 is the 14th prime number. Bitcoin's 14 years old. But anyway, if we start to come back and bounce from 27,200, this is going to be a bullish retest, you guys. So we can short to this and then long. Okay, not financial advice. Understand a bullish retest doesn't have to come in, you guys. We can just keep going up. But it is basic stuff that we need to know. We have to know. If we're in a position where we're trying to make a lot of money in crypto, then a bullish retest is the greatest thing to short, or just wait for the retest, and then a bounce, support held is where we want to long. Okay, so if you're experienced, you can short down and then long, but you're not always guaranteed to hold this neither. So I mean, if you're in an open short, that'd be good. But anyways, you can join the group, the Discord, the community here at the Daily Candle Close News, where we try to be killing it consistently. Okay, my pioneers might be mad because I took a couple weeks off. Who cares? I had things to take care of. Family comes first. But I was able to leave before the message of 30k, 33k by the 3rd week of June with Awakened Soul and in some of my latest art. So are you really mad? So on the weekly time frame, because it's still Wednesday, it's still early, we're starting to get back above the previous floor. Okay, this is nice on the weekly. Okay, so we're starting to print a nice reversal idea that the bulls need to continue to show up over the weekly time frames. Okay, so we're still closing above the 200, which is good. The 322, the 223. Where's the 21? Yeah, and we're above the 21, you guys. If we can get this 21 above this 200, I think we're going to continue right back at possibly 41, 42, 43k, you guys. Who knows? Maybe it's just 38. We'll have to see how this plays out. But again, this is an indicator on the weekly time frame. Price action above the 200, the 21, above the 200 and the 223. I mean, you can make a killing buying the red days, you guys. I remember back here in 2018, and I saw a V-chain down like, I don't remember, but I loaded up, you guys, and it popped right back up, and I didn't de-risk, but I loaded back up again in C19, and well, it popped up, and I didn't de-risk my V-chain gang, and well, I've been loading up again. Because guess what's to come? Another pop-up for VeChain and other cryptocurrencies as well. Eventually, one day, right? So, we're going to de-risk. Because it's been a long time coming. That was our game plan for almost 5 years now. Was to stack dollar cost average, and then when we get confirmation, de-risk. And that's what we're waiting on. Okay, so whether or not it's a month, a year, 2 years from now that we get to de-risk our VeChain and other cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, etc., whatever. But I think Bitcoin's about to make a move, and we're seeing that. So there's always a person in the comments that say, "Hey, coach, you're saying it could go up and it could go down." Listen, it's not that hard. Wait for the weekly to close and then make the trade. Not financial advice, based on the idea of what the charts are presenting to you. Okay? When you go back to the lower term time frames, like the daily, the 2 hour time frame, and you're seeing this breakout, now will it retest this 223, this 200, or will it continue higher, you guys? That's what I'm saying. It's probably going to retest, not financial advice, but bullish divergence is something we can pay attention to. RSI. Do we have that? I mean, it's hard to say. We'd have to look at some time frames. Okay, so yeah. So here was a bearish divergence. So we knew a downtrend was coming. Alright, we were setting higher price action while the RSI was setting lower. Okay, so eventually over time we knew this was going to reset. Now we seem to be following. RSI seems to be following price action. So smaller time frames might show a hidden bullish bearish divergence. Who knows? Who cares? But right now I'm just paying attention to the daily time frame and a retest of I want to see this 223, this possible 322. Where's it at? Let's look at this chart on the daily. Yeah, okay, so this 322 is right where I want to see it. At the least, break is 26k again. Come back and retest 26k. If we were to fail 27,200, again, that 26 Cancer gives us 26. Not surprising if we fall back to it. If this is just a short-lived rally before a retest and a continuation, who knows? This could be your last great de-risking opportunity, though. Not financial advice, but I'm pretty bullish on a continuation higher to 43k possibly. So let's pay attention to how the next several days, weeks play out. Now that we did get this, now that we did get 30k, because I was wrong for, well, several weeks, for a month or so now, but now that we're breaking 30k again, could we see 33k to prove my theory right? For one more impulsive wave before an end of the year corrective wave into a start of a, well, recycle into a, what I believe will be another 7-year theory, 7-year cycle. Who knows? But let's take a look at XRP real quick. Setting at that 52 cents. Not surprising, holding at 51, getting back above that. That's going to be key. This bullish retest from the 223, the 322, this 46 cents range, that 46 equals chaos, something I shared with all my pioneers for several months now. Holding support of this is very bullish. What's bearish is looking at this on the daily time frame and this large, what looks like an M pattern that could be forming. So that's what's bearish. Let's hide some of this so you can see that. We'll hide the drawings. But look at this massive, just possible M pattern. If we do not continue to break 56, 58, 60 cents and set a higher high, just like we were talking about with Bitcoin, then we could easily see XRP whip right back down to this 36, 32.2 range, I think. Who knows? But this could easily do it. We know this coin is very volatile. It does these Bart Simpson heads and then rolls over, sets a low, and then goes right back up. So this could be a very, very scary moment. But again, I'm bullish on Bitcoin, but Bitcoin dominance is kind of raging right now. So that's something to pay attention to as well, because it's not as bullish for the altcoins when Bitcoin dominance tends to break out higher. So we'll keep an eye on XRP and other altcoins now that Bitcoin dominance seems to be moving on up. But we're in a rising wedge, a rising channel that has a 68% chance of a breakdown, which could be bullish for our altcoins. So not financial advice, but I think I'm going to leave this video here, and I hope you all enjoyed it as we kicked off the summer solstice on this beautiful miércoles, Wednesday, the day of Mercury in commerce, and we're seeing it in the charts. Hopefully it was something I was able to prepare you all for in advance before I had to take my quick southern break, but hopefully going to be out more frequently, slowly getting back into the flow of things, but sending you all much love and high vibrations out to wherever you may be. Take care and God bless. Pioneers rise, build your fortress, and build your legacies.